Hey there, Jeff Teper from Microsoft, and welcome to the Microsoft 365 community event in Chicago. We are thrilled to be here with you as part of the best community in tech, where you get to catch up on the latest announcements from us, share best practices, but also have fun and make some lifelong friends. That's part of the magic of making this community so special. So thank the organizers and sponsors and speakers. We're very grateful for all you do. I always like to start with our mission to empower every person and organization on the planet to achieve more. That is more relevant than ever in this period around AI, because Copilot in particular, but AI in general, should be here to make everybody's job more interesting and fulfilling and help them increase their impact and grow their skills and knowledge and help teams be more effective. And you'll see that in the announcements that we continue to make around AI and Copilot. As Satya shared at Build, we are pretty unique in the industry in that we have a unified Copilot stack, where in the Azure cloud, we have access to the spectrum of chip architectures and a spectrum of models, small to the most pioneering frontier model in Azure OpenAI, and give you a whole bunch of ways to integrate data with that to build your own AI solutions. Of course, on top, we allow you to have your own custom copilots. And you'll hear me talk about Copilot Studio as one way to build them. But we deliver a comprehensive Copilot integrated with your data and the Microsoft 365 experiences with the Microsoft 365 Copilot. And it's just been about 6 or 7 months since we released that. And already people are telling us they can't live without it, that they are more productive, they get more done, they learn, they get new insights. And of course, they can't wait for more. And again, this has just been 6, 7 months since the first release, and you're seeing new updates from us every month in terms of Copilot. And I'll talk about more that's coming. When I step back and think about Microsoft 365 all up as a platform for transforming work, for the future of work and collaboration, I think about really three major pillars: that AI pillar with Copilot, our collaboration pillar with Teams, bringing together all sorts of ways to collaborate in a single workspace, and then the super flexible content management system that we've got in SharePoint, which in the AI era, a great content management system is more important than ever. So I'm going to talk about those three pillars pretty quickly. You're going to go into a lot more detail at this event, but I thought you might want to hear it from us. So first, the Microsoft Copilot and Microsoft 365, it integrates with all the Microsoft 365 experiences in Outlook and Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, coming to OneDrive and SharePoint and much more. But it's also a standalone application that has a web scope. Think of it as a secure ChatGPT, and a work scope where it integrates with your data, your calendars, contacts, schedule information, documents, so you can ask it questions about work, which is pretty unique. But we're taking a big step this year with the evolution of Copilot from a personal assistant to a team assistant and to an intelligent agent. And we made some announcements on that at Build that I encourage you to take a look at. There'll be updates releasing in the next several months behind that. So Team Copilot, this is where Copilot joins the team to help keep a group on track for a project, help long-running workflows, inside and outside meetings, helping with project management, and so forth. And then as we think about agents, it's going to build on our work with Copilot extensions, where you can build a custom Copilot or extend ours and host it in Teams today, and then coming soon to the Copilot experiences, and do that with a spectrum of tools. We'll show something that's coming in SharePoint, as well as Copilot Studio, and then full-fledged Visual Studio development. So that's really the big sets of announcements we made at Build, is going from personal to team, and going from our out-of-box Copilot to making them customizable and ultimately proactive as agents. And I encourage people to take a look at the Build sessions on that. Next up is Teams. Teams is really a unique solution for collaboration, simplifying it, bringing it together in one place, synchronous and asynchronous communication collaboration tools, chats, channels, meetings, documents, third-party apps, apps from Microsoft, custom apps that you could build. And last year we introduced, excuse me, the new Microsoft Teams that's twice as fast as half the size. And you'll continue to see Microsoft Teams get faster with some updates we're going to be making in the coming months. But it is really best in class for a tool that brings these capabilities together in terms of performance. It's simpler. We streamline the UI. We have one client now for personal and multiple work accounts, that more advanced capabilities. We've organized in a more coherent way in chats and meetings, so the base experience is much more streamlined. And you'll see a lot more coming in the months ahead on that. And then, of course, it's smarter with Copilot. So as I mentioned, the new Teams experience, we're really excited about what we landed, but also what's to come. On this slide, I will share just a few of the things we announced recently. And since it was our Build Developer Conference in May, we really highlight a few things that matter to developers. The ability to see source code in Teams chats, the ability to have slash commands, and keyboard shortcuts, and quite other host of set of things. Of course, lots of things that matter to everybody, like streamlining notifications, making search better. And again, you'll see the base experience for Teams continue to evolve. On top, we have Teams Phone and Rooms and Teams Premium. Teams Premium has a ton of capabilities. I'd encourage everybody to take a look at it. It's not just the intelligent recap, but there's a lot more for managing secure meetings, webinars, town halls, virtual appointments, performance optimizations with our ECDN support, and much more in Teams Premium. And encourage everybody to take a look. All right, I said I'd talk about three things: Copilot, Teams, and SharePoint. Here's the SharePoint pillar. SharePoint is the most flexible platform for content management. And again, you need a great platform for content management in the AI era. SharePoint, we're evolving both the base platform and the user experiences. The base platform continues to empower more applications across Microsoft. I'm super proud of this. Of course, it powers SharePoint, it powers OneDrive, but lots of new experiences, Viva experiences, Loop, Stream, Whiteboard, and on, and all those capabilities sort of come within SharePoint and have the same governance model. And we even introduced a embedded version of SharePoint, so ISVs could build SharePoint in their own app if they wanted sort of a headless content management system. And we're excited about that. That's starting to get some great adoption. The highlight of the SharePoint experience is OneDrive. This is, we've taken a huge step forward in the last few years on OneDrive. And this is not just about browsing your OneDrive. People asked us for a universal files experience. So what we did is take the OneDrive experience forward. So it browses your OneDrive, all your SharePoint sites, all your Teams channels, and so forth, with fun ways for you to organize the information, like colored folders, but also gives you a way to get intelligent pivots of the information, say by meeting, by person, and so forth. And we're going to do a lot more there, including Copilot integration right within the OneDrive UI. That's going to be very powerful. And of course, that's the Files UX. Again, so this is not just anywhere access to all your files. It also is the same experience in OneDrive. It's hosted now in Teams and Outlook and more in the very near future. The SharePoint experience, this is the biggest year for SharePoint yet. Every few months we update all the things that are coming. A whole bunch has landed. Everything from co-authoring in the pages, rich designs, including a branding center, much more flexibility about layout and fonts and integration in video, new ways to share information, both in the base SharePoint product, but also with Viva Amplify, so you can target it to Teams and Outlook, and in Viva Engage. It's pretty cool. You can author something in SharePoint and project it into all these systems. And so a whole bunch of great new work in SharePoint, from collaborating on the site, the design of the site, and the distribution and engagement of the site. And I encourage people to take a look at that. And building on top of the base SharePoint is SharePoint Premium, just like Teams Premium builds on base Teams. And here we're going to have a whole bunch of capabilities for content-centric solutions. The first one we're releasing is work around agreements or contracts. So integrates content assembly and digital signatures and deviation analysis with AI and so forth. whole set of bulk content processing that you might want to do on the server side, things like language translation, OCR, and so forth. And then advanced management capabilities for gaining insights and analytics and setting policies on content that people have been very excited about, both in general, but particularly as they want to get their content organized and managed better for use in AI and Copilot. So really excited about that coming up. Lots of times I get asked at the end about two things, and so I've summarized them here: business case and change management. Business case, hopefully you're tracking our work trends index set of resources. That's where you can see the research and learning we're doing about customers using AI. And on change management, adoption.microsoft.com. This is where we've got resources on adopting Microsoft 365, Teams, and of course, Copilot. And so with that, thank you again for your time today. We're very grateful for all the support you've given us, and have a fantastic Community Day event here in Chicago. Thank you.